Yo, what's going on, guys? MLGCraftingTable here, and today I want to show you guys how to create a frag looking clip in Team Fortress 2. So let's begin. Alright, so first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to have three programs, I guess. I just stuttered really bad there. You're going to need three programs. One of them you probably already have if you have a YouTube channel and you edit videos. One of them being Sony Vegas or any other editing program. You can use After Effects, you can use Premiere, you can pretty much use anything. I'm using Sony Vegas. That's what I've used for several years, and it works for me, and that's how I know how to use it. And then the next thing you're going to need is Lina. Lina is a tool for Team Fortress 2, and it makes it so you can go into your demos that you record, and then you can that record in-game with the source recorder, and then you can render them out, kind of, in a way. That's what I use. I use Lina, and that's what it looked like. It looks really good. So I would suggest downloading this if you want to get good-looking frag clips. Next thing is you're gonna need VirtualDub. VirtualDub, you probably already have it if you use it for recording software. I know if you have an HDPVR, or I think it's the what is it called? It's something Blackmagic Intensity Pro. I believe that works on this too. So if you use this for that, then congratulations, you have everything you need. But yeah, so these are the three programs. I will have a download link for all of them down below, and you guys can go download that and then come back to the video. So now once you've done that, what you're gonna do is go into Lina. We're gonna minimize the VirtualDub because we don't need that right now. So first thing what you're gonna do is you're gonna need to click a resolution. I'm gonna pick 1080p. 1080p. Sorry, I'm just stupid. And then what you want to do is once you click this. Oh, by the way, if you're on 720p, it's going to have a no border. So when you open it up, it's gonna be in a windowed mode, no border. Just so you know. 1080p, I'm believing it's full screen because that's what I did the first time, and it went full screen on my normal settings. So then what you want to do is Reels. You can either use default, which I used at the very beginning, or you can use Real Sky 1 or any of these others selections that they have. This is just for the sky in the game, obviously, so there's that. View models, you want this on. View models are the actual characters in the game, so unless you want to be able to like people to see you shooting invisible things, I would suggest probably turning this on. Frame output, TGA, and then view model FOV. The view model FOV or V model FOV, the view model FOV, that's your gun. So if you set this, the higher it is, the farther away your gun's gonna be. I set it to 90. If you have it more, I believe at 96 to 100 or above, you're gonna start seeing like an empty space between your arm. Like your arm's gonna you're gonna be able to see your entire arm, and there's gonna be a little invisible part, and it's gonna not look that great. So I would suggest keeping it at 90, but that's personal preference. You guys can set it to whatever you'd like. Alright guys, so my audio tended to cut out for this section of the video. So, well, it wasn't just this section, it was a small section, but I cut out a lot more so I could have some time to talk about it. I'm just talking about how I'm setting my FPS to 240. The reason being, there's not a 300. I would pick 300. Most editors do that. Why? Because that it looks really good when you can do some nice twixtering, and also it prevents like 100% ghosting. If you have a 300 FPS video, there will be like 0 ghosting at all. So when you do twixters, it doesn't look all like warping, and it doesn't look all bad, to be honest. Going anywhere higher than this, you can. It's just gonna be a lot bigger. The file size is going to be a lot bigger, and considering that each individual picture is about 5 megabytes and there's thousands of them, it's not really ideal to be having several thousand more, considering that these will be about 8 gigabyte files, 8 gigabyte movies. So keep that in mind. They are very big and can get big very fast if you have more FPS. That's all I have to say, so just enjoy the rest of the video. These are additional settings. Enable motion blur, disable hit sound, disable voice chat, minimal HUD or HUD heads up display, disable combat text, disable crosshair switching, and then 3D player model in HUD. So what these are is motion blur, a hit sound is when you hit someone or cause damage to someone. you will actually, your game will play a sound for whatever you have. Mine is a bubble, and this will just take that away. So if you're recording and you go into the game, you don't want to keep hearing that. It will get rid of that, so you won't hear it. You'll just hear your gun shoot. Disable voice chat. This can be very crucial to a video because people sometimes like to scream, or some people are just honestly annoying and play music or something, and that type of mic spamming can be very annoying. So I would suggest turning that on and disabling the voice chat. Minimal HUD. This will get rid of your HUD. There will be no HUD in your game. None. So just keep them on. If you're going to turn all these settings on and then play and try to record a video, it's not going to work so well because you're going to have to constantly type in a chat in the console to get your HUD back and stuff. So get your footage and then do this. Disable combat text is the text, so that's pretty obvious. Disable crosshair, that's the little thing in the middle of your screen. And then disable crosshair switching. I don't actually know what that is, but I'm gonna guess it's something having to do with doing something with switching the crosshairs. Yeah. Anyways, so now that we're done with that, I keep saying anyways, but we're going to go into Team Fortress 2. So go down here to click Start Team Fortress 2. Now this will launch your actual game, so yeah. We're going to wait until this opens. You guys probably can't see right now because it's maximized. In like not in a window, so I'm gonna have to actually minimize this and put it in a window here pretty soon. Let me just do that real quick. Alright guys, it wasn't a window, but I just didn't want it to be super huge, so I decided to shrink it down some to 1366 by 768. It's still 16 by 9 aspect ratio, so it should be fine. What we're gonna do here is we're going to go into the command, not the command prompt, the console. So in order to open the console, you're gonna hit the tilde, which is the one right below your escape key. If nothing happens, what you're gonna do is go down here to options, go to keyboard, which is right here, go to advanced, and then turn on the developer console, and that should allow you to open up this. So now once you open up this, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna type in demo UI. Or if you know the name of your demo that you already recorded, you can type in play demo and then the name of whatever. So yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just type in demo UI. Okay, we're gonna type in that, we're gonna click load, and then we're gonna go down until we find one. I did test frag, that's what the name of it was. You're gonna hit open, and then it's gonna start playing that game that you recorded using the source recorder. Alright guys, so my game kept crashing, so I'm going to show you guys here on the main screen without the video playing or the demo playing. I'm going to show you guys how you're going to get this demo to record. So first thing you want to do is find a place in your video that you want to go to. So right here it's going to show you what tick you're on the left and how many ticks your video has. A tick is kind of like a second in the video. Think of it that way. Well, it's actually frame, but anyways, what you're gonna do is you're gonna type the amount of ticks you think you need to go to find the spot that you want. So let's say it was like 100,000 ticks. I think mine was 57,000, but let's say it's 100,000 ticks. Okay, let's say your video is 3/4 of the way. You're gonna type in 75,000, and that's gonna get you around where you need to go. Then you can use the slider to slow it down, so that way you can find out where exactly it is that you want to be. Write that down, pause it, go to there, set it back to 100, and play it. Now, once you want to get to where you want to start recording, you're going to hit this little X thing. Like, you're going to click the play button. Really quickly, you're going to hit the X, and then you're going to click P. The letter P is in like pickles on your keyboard. That's going to start recording, and it's going to be like really slow, frame by frame. You're going to notice a huge drop in frames, and it's going to be kind of smooth, maybe depending on your computer, but it's going to be recording your video. It's going to be recording those actual frames. So it's going to be recording frame by frame, so that way you can get really good pictures. Then once you want to stop, just hit the same key, and then it will stop it, and it won't be recording anymore. Now, once you do this, you're actually going to get a lot of pictures. I will show you. Like I said, it's going to record every single frame. So here we go. This is my video. It starts at D. So this D has, let's go. D has 4,336 frames, or ticks. That's how many mine had. that's for that couple second video. So it will take up a lot of space, and that's okay though. Once you get your recording, you're going to have to go into VirtualDub. Alright, so once you get that clip, what you want to do is you want to take that clip and import it into VirtualDub. How we're going to do that is the pictures that you just got, you're going to open video file, and you're going to go and find the very first one for which one you did. So if you recorded, every time you start a recording, and it's going to start with A. That's going to be your first one is A. It's going to be A1 underscore, and then it's going to start counting frames in a sequence. It's going to be in chronological order, so it's going to go 1 to however many you have. And then once you find the letter, so this is the 4th time I took a recording, meaning that it's D, letter D. What we're going to do is we're going to go and find D4 underscore 1, or underscore 0, sorry. It's going to start with 0, 0, 0, 0. And then it's going to go to 1, and then 2, and then so on. So we're going to click on 0, and we're going to open only 0. Now, once you open this, it's going to notice that all of them are pretty much the same, and they're going in chronological order, and it's going to open it as a video, and it's going to open all of those ones with the same name. So what we're going to do is you're going to see here, if I go through this, it's actually going to play this video. Now, if I were to play this, you see it's really slow. And yeah, so that's not necessarily what we want. We're going to go here to video, frame rate, and change it to whatever you set it to. So if I record it in 60, set it to 60. If I record it in 120, set it to 120, and so forth and so on. And then just click OK. That's all you need to do for that. Go to the same video tab, and then go to color depth. Click on 32-bit RGB, which stands for red, green, blue, 888 dummy alpha channel. I don't understand the decompression format. I don't know why. I didn't really see see if I click this, I don't really see a change, but apparently this is better. I've heard from many people. This is how I was told to do it. Alright, so once you click that, we're going to actually go to the video tab one more time, go to compression, and we're going to go to Labyrinth Lossless Codec. Now this is a amazing codec. I use it for almost all my videos. I use it for when I'm recording with the DxTory. I always use this codec. It is absolutely fantastic. It keeps the video size decent, and it also runs really well, and it also keeps all the quality that you would in a normal video. So for the video that I just did, I used RGB, and that's completely fine if you want to do that. Just keep in mind the video sizes are absolutely huge. I'm not even kidding. Like I said, it's like 23 seconds or 27 seconds, and it's like a 3 gigabyte file. That is ridiculous. This right here, the YV12 or 1.2, gives you about it wouldn't even give me a gigabyte, because it's about a gigabyte per minute. So that's okay for me. I can handle that. We're gonna hit OK. We're gonna hit OK again, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here to File, and then we're going to save as Save as AVI. Now you'll notice that I have audio in mine. It's gonna sound like crap because it's gonna be really slow, but in order to get audio, you have to do audio from another file, and then click the one that matches. So for me, it's D4. So that's what you click, and then make sure you're at the very start of the clip, otherwise it might be unsynced, and you don't want that, and it sounds really bad. So now that that's there, just save it as AVI. I would do that, but I already have it, so I don't want another 3 gigabyte thing. We're gonna close actually no, I want to do it again because I clicked the different codec. I mean, not different codec, the different configuration. We're just gonna name it tutorial ... I guess, and then wait, what? Tutorial 1. I'll just name it tutorial 1. We're gonna click save, and then you want to turn off input and output video. This is going to make it render a little bit faster because it doesn't have to keep displaying what it's doing. You can set the processing thread priority to high if you'd like to. This will increase. What it's gonna do is it's gonna say, oh, this is more important. I'm gonna focus most of my power onto this VirtualDub, so it will slow down your other programs, just so you guys know. I'll be right back once this is done rendering out. Alright guys, so it finally finished. Finally. So let's look at the file size for this. 1.5 gigabytes. Let's look at the file size for this. Almost 3. As you can see, there's a big difference, and this one actually took longer, a lot longer. Once you put it into your editing program, it should look like this. As you see, it looks perfectly fine. There's no lag or anything. It looks actually really good. So, alright guys, so now that you've got your video in here, what you want to do is you want to go into render, right here, this little green button, the 5th one across, and you want to go to media, Windows Media Video, click the down thing. You want to go to 8 megabits per second, and then go to HD 1080p 30 whatever video. Custom template, and then you want to go to the next one because this one's perfectly fine, and then you want to set this to custom, and then set it to whatever you want. I'm gonna set it to 1920 by 1080, and then make sure that this is set to square. Set this to double NTSC, which is just for America stuff, and then PAL is for like other. I believe that's UK. Don't quote me on that. And then just set this to like 85 or 80. I'm gonna set it to like 80. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna set it to 80. That will make it a little bit smaller, and honestly, there's no difference, to be honest with you. 8, and then go to project. Set it to. Oops, not that. My bad. Not that either. Best. Hit it, and then go to OK, and then you render it out once you set a name. So we're going to name this How to Frag. Yeah, I want to do that. No, I can't type. Come on. Okay, How to Frag, and then we're going to render this out. And make sure when you make sure when you render something out, in the top here where it says best. See how I set this to full? Right here. I'll show you once this cancels because it's gonna take a second. Make sure you set it to full, because if you have it on auto, as you see, that doesn't look near as good. See, if we do this, we go out and we set it to full, you see there's a huge difference. It looks a lot better. So make sure you do that before you start rendering, otherwise it might not look really good. So thanks guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope I helped some of you. Make sure to drop a like if you liked the video, and make sure to subscribe to see more, as well as drop a comment down below of what you want to see, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.